Hey, this is James Mike with Working Class Nerds.
This is his wife, Haley McCormick.
And this is Mike's Quick Pick, episode 2. And with it being October, we thought we'd watch a few horror movies, kick the month off with. And I'm going to try to do at least one horror movie in each of Mike's Quick Picks for the rest of the month. Alright, so let's get into it. The first movie here, Unfriended. Basically, the plot is 6 friends, and I say friends loosely because these are terrible people. They cyberbully this girl into committing suicide, and they pretend to be her friends. And then basically on the anniversary of her death, they're all Skyping each other and they're talking about it, and this unknown caller right here, it shows up and starts Facebook messaging them and sending them messages on Skype, but it doesn't talk. And turns out it's the dead girl's spirit come back for revenge, because now that she's dead, I guess she knows that they were all involved in cyberbullying her and they were never her friends. I don't feel sorry for these people. They're terrible people.
I don't feel sorry for them either.
Like, you did this to yourselves by cyberbullying this girl to kill herself and acting like you were her friends the whole time.
Yeah.
And the main girl in here, she is supposed to be her best friend since
kindergarten.
like they were little kids, yeah. And turns out at the end, she's the one that posted the original video before all the other videos of this girl started showing up. So, I was rooting for the evil spirit. But at the end of the day, it's an evil spirit movie. I'm sick of evil spirits. Come on, guys, give us a monster. A Freddy, a Jason, something that something tangible.
Just don't rip off the movie, though.
Anyway, so, let's rate it.
Okay. I personally would have to give it a 3 or a 4. I'm gonna go with a 3 because it wasn't good.
Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give this also a 3 out of 10 because it's not scary and it's kind of unoriginal. So the next movie here is Annabelle, another evil spirit movie. Basically, these 2 cultists attack this husband and wife. The wife's pregnant, and the 2 cultists get killed. They don't kill the husband and wife, but they do kill their neighbor, or neighbors. Mm-hmm. And a drop of this cultist woman's blood gets in this creepy doll's eye. I don't know why her husband bought her the creepy doll in the first place. Supposedly it's a collector's item. I don't know, but it's creepy. I wouldn't want it, no matter how much it's worth. But the doll becomes possessed by this cultist and tries to kill them, and a bunch of stuff happens. I won't give away the ending, but I don't know. If you've seen Chucky, it's kind of the same thing. Evil spirit possesses it all. Only it's not as entertaining as Chucky, or at least the original Chucky. So let's go ahead and rate it.
I would have to give it a 3 or a 4. I'm gonna go with a 4 because, like I said, it's good. It's just not scary enough.
I'm gonna have to go with the 2 because it feels like to me you have an evil doll that's possessed, the possessed evil doll. That's Chucky. So, yeah, not impressed. Okay, so the last movie here is not a horror movie. It's Jupiter Ascending. So this movie has Channing Tatum and Mila Kunis in it. I don't think that Channing Tatum is all that great an actor. I'm just going to say it. I think he works well in the meathead jock role like 21 Jump Street. But this is a sci-fi movie. And that's the only reason why I even attempted to give it a watch. And it surprised me. It's actually not bad. Channing Tatum plays a genetically engineered ex-military guy, and basically he's a human mixed with a wolf kind of hybrid. I'm not really sure exactly what all that's supposed to give him as far as abilities, but he has these jetpack shoes in the movie, and basically he's trying to protect Mila Kunis, who is an exact DNA replica of these aliens' mother, which the aliens turn out to just be humans like us, but they seed all these different planets with humans, and then they harvest them to make this goo or liquid, some kind of stuff that basically makes them live for a long time. Like there's one point where this woman looks like she's 40-ish, and then she goes in this goo and comes out looking like 18. So it rejuvenates you and makes you younger and heals you and all this stuff. So really surprised with this, but while I did enjoy it, it's not something that I'm probably gonna like be watching again anytime soon. So let's go ahead and rate it.
I would personally have to give it a 7 or 8. I'm gonna go with the 7. Because like you said, it's good. It's just not one of Channing Tatum's best.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 7. I thought it was decent, and it was entertaining. Gives me a little bit of hope for Channing Tatum's Gambit, so we'll see. Maybe it won't be so bad. And also, real quick, little bonus, we watched the Poltergeist the other night, and basically the Poltergeist, the new one, is directed by Sam Raimi. It's just a modernized version of the 80s Poltergeist. Kind of like Amityville Horror and Carrie. So, I mean, it's nothing really new. Sam Rockwell gives a really good performance in it as the dad of the family. It's not scary though. It's interesting, I guess. It's worth a watch if you haven't seen it. But if you had to rate it, what would you rate it?
If I had to rate it, I would probably rate it a 7.
Yeah, I'd probably go ahead and give it.
Because it's good. It's just not, like we were talking about earlier, it's just not Freddy material, or, well, I don't want to say material, but it's not like Freddy.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go ahead and...
So yeah, I'll give it a 7.
I'm going to have to go a little lower than that. Probably a 5. I mean, it's a remake. I mean, nothing really... The part where the little girl gets sucked into the TV, just like the other double Poltergeist, and her hand hits the TV. I mean, we've seen it. Quit remaking movies. Do something original. Something scary, hopefully. So anyway, that's the quick picks for this week. Stay tuned. We're going to be doing some interesting stuff. We have a giveaway coming up, so stay tuned to Working Class Nerds to learn more about that. Be sure to like us on Facebook at Working Class Nerds. We're also on Twitter at Working Class Nerds. And please comment, rate, subscribe, and stay nerdy.